The Smash Bros. Community has always had a vocal group of fans pushing to get Geno as a playable character. And as it turns out, Sakurai wanted Geno playable as well. They considered adding him both in Brawl and in Smash 4. Sakurai particularly notes that Geno is highly popular, especially when it comes to older characters. So Geno fans, keep fighting the fight, and next time your wish may come true.
I'd love to see Geno. Geno is a great representative of Nintendo's sort of collaborative past. Since it's a character that was co-developed with Square Enix, and it'd be nice to have a representative from Square Enix that is more representative of Nintendo, and Geno's a good pick in that department.
Yeah, and I think it's funny because I was a huge supporter of Geno back in the Brawl days, but when he didn't make the cut for that game, I kind of realized, he's this one-off character, he plays a supporting role in one game from 20 years ago. He's not just unlikely, he's not even a legitimate contender. But here we are, my hopes are renewed, it's awesome.
Well, the criticism you just gave could also describe Sheik, who is still in Smash Brothers after 3 games, even though Sheik was a one-off character in Ocarina of Time.
Well, yeah, but in Melee, her addition made a decent amount of sense.
I mean, I guess, but if her addition in the Melee days made sense, Geno's addition would make sense at some point, and why not now, since Smash is such a franchise focused on retro characters? Does that make sense?
Yeah, but I mean, I don't really think that's necessarily a counter to what I said, because it's that he's a one-off, he plays a supporting role in just one game from 20 years ago, whereas Sheik was added really recently to when she debuted. So it's no other characters have gotten in from that kind of time frame unless they were specifically a NES classic choice. We got Pit, we got Ice Climbers, we got Mr. Game & Watch, we got Duck Hunt. None of them have been, because this is a spin-off game and he's a supporting character in the spin-off game that's only one of several,
I guess
it kind of depends on what factors are more important to Sakurai, because obviously he's very aware of how vocal the fan base is and how many fans want him, and he considered it himself. But they didn't really give any reason that we've seen as to why he decided not to add Geno. Yeah,
they didn't end up saying. I would imagine it ultimately just comes down to that he is a little dated. And,
yeah, but as we've seen, Sakurai can get whoever the hell Sakurai wants in Smash.
Right, but that doesn't make Geno a high priority.
I guess.
There are, they added a lot of characters in this one, and I would say just about every single one of them is a higher priority addition than Geno. And as much as I love Geno, I'm just saying, he's clearly now a viable contender. Sakurai said so. But that doesn't mean that he's going to be high on the list. Once they make it through all the Shulks and all the Little Macs, then, eventually Geno's day will come. But,
he's not like a central Nintendo icon or anything. Yeah, I see.
Anyway, it's also great, though, just because Super Mario RPG had an incredibly unique atmosphere. And a lot of the time when talking about Smash characters, people will say, Paper Mario's the obvious RPG choice. And that's definitely true. But it would also be great not to lump all the different Mario RPGs together, because Paper Mario representation is nothing like Mario and Luigi representation, and it's nothing like Super Mario RPG representation. So I'm delighted that there's actually genuine reason to hope for Mario RPG content in the next Smash, because, that visual style would just be amazing to bring back in HD, give it the Smash treatment, bring it back to life.
Yeah, for me, a lot of it has to do with, we have so many of the sort of plumber-style characters. We have Mario, Luigi, Wario, Dr. Mario.
We have one too few, though.
That's true, we don't have Waluigi.
Next time!
And then we have, Bowser Jr., we have Princess Peach, Rosalina. Those are all very sort of played-out Mario archetypes, and Geno is very much none of those things.
Yeah. Hello everybody, thank you for listening to this Nintendo Week clip, NWC. If you like what you hear, please subscribe to us here on YouTube for more highlights and discussion videos from Nintendo Week podcast, or subscribe to us on iTunes for weekly breakdowns of all your Nintendo news, discussion segments on subjects, games, and more, and tons of other features. Thanks for listening, and we will see you tomorrow with another NWC.